What's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video on my channel Skotrix, and today as you can see we are back on NBA 2K21 Next Gen for another build guide video. And in today's video I'm going to be showing y'all how to build the Jimmy Butler build. This build is amazing. It has super good defense, 25 defense badges as well. It can finish at the rim really good, shoot really good, and has a lot of playmaking just like Jimmy Butler in real life. So this is a really good all around guard slash wing build, and without any further ado, let's get right into the video here. Alright, so first off on this screen, nothing really matters too much. The only thing that's important is you want your position to be a small forward. The hand, jersey number, name, none of that matters. You just want to set it up like this at small forward. Nothing else matters. Then you can go ahead and click continue. Now for the body settings for this build, first off for the height, you just want to stay at 6'7" right here. This is very similar to Jimmy Butler's height in real life. Plus 6'7" is a really good height for this build. If you go any lower, you're going to be losing a little bit of size, and you don't want that. You're not going to be as big as some other guards and wings. So you want to really be about 6'7" right here, so you'll be at least as big or bigger than a lot of other guards and wings out there. So 6'7" right here, and if you go any higher, you lose pro dribble moves. You don't want that. So this is the perfect height right here. Then for the weight, you want to go all the way down to 190 pounds right here. You don't need to go any lower because you don't really gain anything too important, and you don't want to go any higher because you'll lose speed going any higher than 190. So 190 pounds right here is the perfect weight. It gives you an 87 speed, which once you run in the Gatorade facility will go up to a 91. And then also once you get above 95 overall, you can easily get your speed close to max. So that's really good right there. And your speed with ball also goes up to an 86, which is really good. So 190 pounds is the perfect weight for this build. And then for the wingspan right here, you just want to go +1. You could see this brings your driving dunk up to a 95, which is really good. Your shooting both go down 1, but don't worry about that too much. You'll still be a good shooter with this build. And then some of your defense go up. You can see your steal gets up to max, your block go up, and both of your rebounds right there go up. So 7-foot wingspan is the perfect wingspan to have it right there. And then for the body shape right here, this doesn't matter. You can choose whichever one you want. Doesn't affect the build in any way. It only affects how it looks. So you can choose whichever one you like the look of the best. I'll choose defined because I think it looks the most similar to Jimmy Butler. Then go ahead and click continue. Now for the attribute and badge distribution for this build, first off for finishing, you want to go ahead and max out your driving dunk, and then put your driving layup up right here to an 81. The reason you don't max out your driving layup is so you can save badges to put extra elsewhere. So 91 driving layup, that'll be more than enough. You'll be able to make layups consistently with that. Then you want to max out your standing dunk, and that gives you 9 finishing badges right there, which is really good. You don't want to max out your close shot, or you don't want to upgrade your close shot because it eats up so many attributes and it really doesn't give too many badges for how many it eats up. So you really want to ignore the close shot. I can show you at the end why you ignore it, but you really, trust me, you want to ignore the close shot. Then go down to shooting right here, max out your mid-range, your three-pointer, and put your free throw up to a 54 right here. This gives you 15 shooting badges, and you can see you can get almost every single good shooting badge onto Hall of Fame. There are a few that you can only get onto gold, but still that's really good. And with an 89 three-pointer and 15 shooting badges, you'll have no problem greening consistently from anywhere on the court. So 15 shooting badges right there is really good. Then you can go down to playmaking right here. First off, for pass accuracy, you also want to put this up to a 54, and then you want to max out both your ball handle and your speed with ball, just like that. And that will give you 10 playmaking badges right there. And you can see you can get a lot of the most important badges like handles for days up to Hall of Fame, quick first step up to gold, and unpluckable up to Hall of Fame. So that's really good. You don't get badges like Dimer and Floor General, but that's okay. You don't really need them for this build specifically. You'll be good enough with those 10 playmaking badges and the ones that you have unlocked right there. Then you can go down to defense, and defense is where this build really shines. You want to max out your perimeter defense, steal, block, and then put your defensive rebound all the way up to an 81 right here. And you can see this gives you 25 defense badges, and you can get so many good badges onto a Hall of Fame. You can get clamps, pick dodger, hot stopper, interceptor, all those good badges up to Hall of Fame. Plus you can get intimidator up to gold, which is really good for a guard slash wing build. A lot of guard slash wing builds really cannot get intimidator at all. So it's really good that you can get it up to gold, as well as all the other good defense badges that you have right there and your good defense attributes that you have. Then you can go down to physicals right here. For physicals, you want to max out speed, acceleration, stamina, and then put your remaining attributes right here into your vertical. And you're going to be set with these physicals right here. And I will show you really quick, like I said, why you don't invest into close shot. Let's just say we take away the standing dunk right here and put it into close shot instead. You could see you only get 2 finishing badges, and your close shot only gets up to a 34, which is nothing. That's barely better than a 25. So if you max out your standing dunk instead, boom, 9 finishing badges, and you actually get the ability to do standing dunks, which is good. So that's why you don't max out your close shot. Same reason you don't max out your interior defense, plus you don't really need interior defense for this build. So yeah, once you have your attributes and badges looking just like this, you can go ahead and click continue. Now for the takeover for this build, there's really a lot of personal preference for this. Some of the best ones that I'll suggest would be finishing moves, easy blow-bys. You could take one of these if you want. It's really up to you. You could choose whichever one you like the most. Limitless range and spot up precision are both decent, and so is extreme clamps and enhanced jump shot contests. And since I'm making this the Jimmy Butler build, I am actually going to take extreme clamps as my primary right there. And then I'm also going to take another lockdown as my secondary. I'm going to take enhanced jump shot contests. So I'm going to be a double lockdown takeover with this build, just like Jimmy Butler, super good defender. Go ahead and continue, but you can set that up however you want, obviously, depending on your playstyle. If you want something different, you can set it up however you want. Look at all the takeovers, see what they do, see which ones fits your playstyle the best, and that's the one you could take for your build. But this is how I'm going to set up mine. Boom, two-way scoring machine, shades of Scottie Pippen, Kawhi Leonard, and the man himself, Jimmy Butler. So yeah, that's how you build Jimmy Butler right there. Now I am going to take a quick second and show you guys how to put on the badges for this build. I recommend you stick around for this. It'll only take a second or two, and hopefully it'll help you out make this build as good as possible. So first off, for the finishing badges right here, I recommend getting Posterizer all the way up to Hall of Fame, Slithery Finisher up to Gold, and Acrobat onto Silver. Now you may also want to invest into Lob City Finisher if you're catching a lot of lobs, or Heat Seeker if you have a slashing takeover. But for me, this is how I'm going to set it up for this build. Go ahead, say yes. Now for the shooting badges right here, I recommend getting Deep Threes up to Gold, Hot Zone Hunter up to Hall of Fame. As long as you have hot zones, you're definitely going to want this. If you don't have hot zones, not as big of a deal. And then if you have a shooting takeover, you're going to want Hot Shot. I don't have one, so I'm not going to take that. Instead, I'm going to go ahead and put Deadeye onto Gold, Catch and Shoot onto Gold, Blinders onto Bronze, and Corner Specialist onto Bronze, just like that. This is how I'm going to set up the shooting badges. Again, obviously some personal preference. If you have a different play style, if you don't catch and shoot shots, you might not want to put that on. Maybe you want to put on something instead, but this is a good general setup for the shooting badges right here. So I'm going to go ahead and say yes. Now for the playmaking badges right here, first off I'm going to get handles for days up to Hall of Fame. Since you do have pro dribble moves with this build, you can do all the dribble combos you want to do, and you're definitely going to want handles for days so you don't run out of stamina really quick. Then I'm going to get quick first step all the way up to Gold, and the last three right here I'm going to go ahead and put into Unpluckable. So this is a really good playmaking badge setup for this build. Even though there's only 3 playmaking badges, you'll be good with these ones. These are the essential ones, and you don't really need anything else, honestly. You could maybe take some of these dribbling ones like Ankle Breaker, Space Creator type handles if you want, but I don't think you really need them. So I'm going to set it up just like this. Go ahead and say yes. Now for the defense badges right here, first off I'm going to go ahead and get Clamps all the way up to Hall of Fame, then Chase Down onto Silver. I'm going to get Hot Stopper onto Hall of Fame because I did take 2 defensive takeovers, and then I'm going to put Heart Crusher onto Silver, Pick Dodger onto Hall of Fame, Intimidator onto Gold, Interceptor up to Gold, Rebound Chaser onto Silver, and then Rim Protector onto Bronze, just like that. This is how I'm going to set up the defense badges for this build. This is a super good defensive build, and these are really good all around defense badges. So this is how I recommend you set it up as well, but you could change it around a little bit if you want to. Maybe you want some badges higher and you don't need some other badges as high, but this is how I'm going to set it up right here. Boom. And there you guys go. That is how you build the best Jimmy Butler build in NBA 2K21 Next Gen. Hopefully you guys enjoy. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I upload daily NBA 2K21 content, build guides, jump shots, tips and tricks, all that. And I also stream on Twitch. My Twitch link will be down in the description. But anyways, that's going to be it. Alright. Peace.